Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Mrs. G. In this video we are going to be looking at the family in the Social Studies syllabus for CSEC. Let's get to it. Alright, so we will be doing a part of a multiple choice relating to family, and then we are going to move into a part of paper 2 relating to family. So we're going to cover the topic of family in this revision paper. Items 1 to 2 refer to the following diagram. So we are seeing a family tree. The family tree is relating to Roy, James, and Linda Thomas. So we can see Roy James at the top and Linda Thomas, and we are also seeing that this means that they are married. So we're seeing that Roy and Linda Thomas are married. These persons, this one, all of the lines coming down from them would have been their children. So they have 4 children, and of the 4 children, 1, 2, 3 of them are married, and 2 sets of those children have children of their own. So we are seeing here where these 2 have children of their own, and then these 2 have children of their own. So these children would have been the grandchildren of Roy James and Linda Thomas. We continue here where we see that their daughter Donna had her children, and Donna's child Sunil got married to Marsha, and they had Wendy. So Wendy would have been the great grandchild of Roy James and Linda Thomas. On this side we're seeing where Ian and Anthony, children of Ronald and Patsy John, these would have been the grandchildren of Roy James and Linda Thomas. We're seeing where Anthony got married to Elsa, and they had 2 children, this one and this one. But Rom got married to Gloria, and then they had 2 children of their own, which is Richard and Dunn. So based on that, the questions would be asking more than likely the relationship between the persons on this family tree. So the question says, what is the relationship of Richard to Anthony? So let us find Richard. This is Richard, and this is Anthony. So if we look at it now, we have Anthony, who got married to Elsa, then had children, and then his children had children. So that means Richard would have been Anthony's grandson. So your answer for number 1, where it says what is the relationship of Richard to Anthony, would have been D, which is grandson. Number 2, what is Wendy's surname? So let us find Wendy. This is Wendy. Wendy is from Sunil and Marsha Ramsawak, but Sunil's last name would have been transferred to Wendy, and Sunil is coming from Kanta Mohan, who got married to Donna. So Wendy's last name would have been Mohan. The answer for number 2 would have been letter A. Number 3, which of the following best describes the main functions of a Caribbean family? So we have providing a sense of emotional security, transmitting cultural heritage, providing educational training, and continuing the human race. So all of these are actually correct. So we're looking for the answer that either says all of the above or this one. So for number 3, our answer would have been letter D. Number 4, which of the following groups would be mainly responsible for the socialization of the child in the Caribbean nuclear family? Alright, so notice it said nuclear family, so you would have to know what kind of family a nuclear family is before you can answer that question. So the nuclear family is where you have both parents living at home with the children. So for that one, the one that would be mainly responsible for raising the children or socializing the children would have been the parents. So the answer for number 4 would have been letter D. So we're just going to finish the questions on family and then we move on to the paper 2 section. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and do so that you do not miss any of our content. Number 5. In the Caribbean, the term common law union is used to describe that's a courtship between cousins, engagement between persons of different races, a visiting relationship between adolescents, or an unmarried man and woman living together. So this is what the common law union is, an unmarried man and woman living together. So the answer for number 5 would have been letter D. Number 6 to 7 refer to the following options. So there's extended nuclear sibling and single parent. So these are family types. When you are answering item 6 to 7, you may choose any of the following options: more than once, or not at all. Which word or phrase above refers to a family situation with a 5th form student, so this is a child, her parents and grandparents living in the same household? So we are seeing 3 generations here: student, parent, grandparents. So that would have been an extended family. So the answer for number 6 would have been letter A. Number 7, an adolescent female with responsibility for younger brothers and sisters living in the same household. So it is an adolescent, so this is not an adult yet, responsible for younger siblings, brothers and sisters, so that is a sibling household. So the answer for number 7 would have been letter C. Number 8, all of the following actions illustrate effective parenting except. So this in bold here, that is the main thing that's going to assist us in finding our answer. So A, agreeing with the child's opinion. B, providing career advice. That is actually good. C, paying attention to the child's psychological needs. That is an effective parent as well. Providing nurture and support, also effective. So for question A, for question 8, the answer is letter A. Number 9. Item 9 refers to the following statement: much has been written lately of the ability being demonstrated by women to operate in areas previously regarded as part of the man's domain. To which of the following does the statement refer? Change in role of women in employment, lack of male involvement in national affairs, so this one is already out, performance of women in traditional men's work, perpetuation of the traditional role of women. So it says much has been written lately, so means that shows that it is not happening for a very long time, of the ability demonstrated by women to operate in areas previously regarded as part of a man's domain. So previously regarded means that it would have been happening all along. So for number 9, your answer would have been the change in role of women in employment. We are going to stop here for the multiple choice. We are going to move into the section for paper 2 questions on the topic of family. Okay, so number 1 says identify 2 family types other than, which means not including, single parent family which are found in the Caribbean. So apart from single, we have nuclear family, we have extended family, we also have sibling family. So you can put any 2 that you remember at the time and you would have gotten your mark. 1B, list 2 social issues facing or two social issues faced by children in Caribbean families. So these are the issues that are faced by children, not issues that the family in general is facing. So issues faced by children are that one, they may be experiencing child abuse. They may not have many persons to supervise them. So we can say inadequate supervision. Notice that this question says that you should list, so you don't need to provide an explanation. They may also experience teenage pregnancy. And another one is substance abuse. They may also be experiencing that as well. So once you write any of those two, then you would have gotten your answer correct. Outline 2 reasons why parents may need guidance in dealing with teenagers. So this one is about the parents now. You're not going to speak about the teenager specifically. You're going to explain why these parents may need guidance to deal with the teenagers. So 1, you may have a young mother or younger mothers or mothers who are not knowledgeable about parenting, especially with teenagers. So they may have lack of knowledge relating to guiding the teenagers. Just a second. So this question said that you should outline. So it is different from when you are asked to list. When you're asked to list, like here, you just write the word as it is. So when it says that you should outline, it means that you should basically give like 2 sentences. You should give a little more explanation than to list of what they are asking you for. So lack of knowledge relating to raising teenagers, or lack of knowledge relating to issues relating to teenagers. So they may just not know what is going on because they do not have any knowledge about it. So lack of knowledge relating to issues facing teenagers. Alright, so lack of knowledge relating to issues facing teenagers, so they are unable to support them emotionally. The writing is a little off, but we understand what is there. Another reason why parents may need guidance in dealing with teenagers is that it may be a single parent family and the parent is working all the time, so they may lack the support that is necessary, or they may lack the support from an extended family. Lack of support from an extended family. Family structure to assist with raising or socializing the teenager. Another one that you could write is that parents are ill-equipped to respond to the teenagers' behaviors that are influenced by modern challenges. So you may have parents who know absolutely nothing about the internet, so they are ill-equipped to deal with these issues that teenagers may experience, such as bullying on social media or social media promoting sexuality, etc. So that may be a difficulty that they face, so they may need guidance specifically in dealing with teenagers in that regard. So they are ill-equipped in handling challenges that teenagers face, example, social media, and you would flesh this one out a little, bullying, etc. You would flesh this one out a little, especially since the question says that you should outline. Ooh, this writing is terrible. But the good thing is you're understanding what I am saying and we can move on. If you are not understanding, you can just let me know in the comment section below, and I'm sure someone else will assist you, or I will respond and I will assist you as well. Letter D. A magistrate in a family court in your country has expressed concern over the number of teenagers appearing before the court, many of whom apparently lack parental guidance. Suggest to parents 3 ways in which they may develop the necessary skills or the skills necessary to deal with their children. Explain why each of the ways you have suggested is likely to be successful. Alright, so you're required to do 2 things in this question. First of all, you're going to suggest 3 ways in which parents can develop skills to deal with their children. Then you're going to explain why each of these 3 ways are likely to be successful. So the strategy really means what you plan to do. Or what you suggest that they do to solve the problem. And the justification, that means why you think your suggestion will work. So you have to keep that in mind when you are answering the questions. So you're required to do these 2 things. You're going to write 3 ways that you think they can solve the problem. And then you're going to explain 3 ways why you think your suggestion will work. So that is why it is separated this way. A lot of students tend to misinterpret what strategy means and what justification means. So now you know, I will just leave that in blue so that we don't confuse it with our answers. So now we are going to be looking at the strategy. Alright, so how parents can develop the skills necessary to deal with their children. What is it that parents can do? In the question before, you would have already thought about some problems that the parents are facing. So this now is asking you, what are some of the things that parents can do in order to deal with their children? How can they develop these necessary skills? So first of all, they can get support. But we have to be specific about it, since we are not just listing, we are suggesting the strategy. So they can attend parent group meetings. So attend parent group meetings, and ask for suggestions. Or even if they don't ask for suggestions, they can attend parent group meetings where these things are being discussed. Alright, so that is what I would suggest that they do. Now we justify. So you're really saying, why is it that attending group meetings and asking for suggestions will help? So the justification can be that parents or other parents may be, let's just add other parents, may be experiencing similar situations or they may have dealt with that situation in the past, and as a result, they are equipped with the knowledge to assist you, or equipped with the knowledge to assist the parent in dealing with their children. They may have dealt is spelled wrong, one T. They may have dealt with the situation before and is therefore equipped with the knowledge necessary to deal with the children. There we go. So we would have answered one part of the question. It had asked for 3, so we need to fill in all the other sections as necessary. So now we're going to be moving on to strategy 2. That is, what is the next way that parents can deal with their children? So the other one is that they may need to attend a seminar where teenagers are discussing what parents can do. So they have seminars like that where teenagers are the ones who are saying, well, parents can do this in order to reach us, or parents can do that, so you get to understand it from the students level or from the level of the children. So that would have been in my justification. But for the strategy, remember, I'm only writing what it is that I suggest. So I would suggest that the parents attend seminars hosted by teenagers where they discuss strategies that parents can use to deal with or understand their children. Alright, next I would need to write, why is it that I think this would work? Now my explanation would be that teenagers understand the struggles that they face. No S, understand the struggles that they face and are more equipped in informing parents of what they know will work in order to reach them successfully. Alright, so that would have justified. So this is my reason why I think this one up here would work. And then there is a final one. Remember that they had asked for 3. Notice that this question is 12 marks. And we wrote 6 different things, so it is 2 marks each that you would be given. The next one is that parents can purchase books or read online resources. Parents can purchase parenting books or read online resources that explain or provide advice. Explain or provide advice on how to deal with children. Let's say how to effectively deal with children. Full stop. And then We are explaining why we think this strategy would work. That's what the justification section means. So why we think this would work. Authors are usually knowledgeable on the issues that they write about. That's issues that they write about. And usually draw on experience. Or the knowledge of others. Before publishing. Therefore, the book would provide valuable insight. Just a second. The book would provide valuable insight into raising children. Full stop. So that would have given us our full 12 marks. So we would have written down the strategy, which is what we suggest that they do to solve the problem. And then for the justification, we would have written down why we think that our suggestion would work. Alright, so that ends the family section of this paper. The next section would have been on government. So we will go through and we will do the entire paper, well, more than one paper, based on topic. So we will cover all the topics in the social studies syllabus, topic by topic, and then we will go through the past paper questions topic by topic just the same, to ensure that you get a better understanding of exactly what is required when you are writing your paper. So while we continue preparing these videos for you, please ensure that you subscribe to the channel so each time we post a video, you do not miss it. You can find us on Instagram at Natken_educational_services. You can follow us on Facebook at Natken Education. You can follow us on Twitter at Natken Education. And you can log into our blog, that is natkeneducation.blogspot.com. Thank you for watching. It is always a pleasure to assist you.